I'm here, dropping my nuts. If you think otherwise, fuck you. Lil Perp, the GOAT, bitch. Shit. This is Smokepurpp, and I'ma rank my top 5 SoundCloud songs of all time. Let's go. When Audi came out, it was just like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just like how people, I feel like it was like the finito of SoundCloud. Like when this shit comes on, everybody's shit just goes crazy. High energy tracks, you know what I'm saying? I made Audi like probably like a whole year like before it came out. When I got signed, my label was the one that was like, yo, I think we should drop this. They actually dropped it without me wanting to drop it, and then I was like, oh shit, it just did what it did. Everybody started going crazy. DJs were making all type of remixes, like all type of EDM remixes and shit like that. It just hit the game crazy. Like, Look at Me, it was the same thing. Like it hit SoundCloud and it was crazy. Like the energy on it was crazy. Yeah, it's just a legendary song, you know what I'm saying? I think X is a legendary artist also, so yeah, that's kind of what popped him off. White Iverson is definitely up there because White Iverson was like the first song to hit SoundCloud and blow up and go mainstream like that, you know what I'm saying? Like the way it did, because there was people already on SoundCloud, but that was like the first one to really go like that. So I feel like that definitely needs to be top 5 because that hit SoundCloud in a different way. When Yachty came out and he just came out just flowing on it, was like, everybody went crazy, bro. That shit hit the streets crazy, bro. That shit probably had Atlanta going dumb. Gucci Gang is just one of those that just hit SoundCloud and then just blew up. Same way like kind of what Iverson did. She went from like SoundCloud to like #1 or #2 like on the billboards, like, you know what I'm saying? So Gucci Gang definitely. And I'm not saying those are like, you know what I'm saying, those are the best songs to ever hit SoundCloud, but I think those are the songs that when they came out on SoundCloud, it was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? They just, pew. Man, when I think about that time, I think about like the early stages of my career, how different my life was, how different the way I was moving was. People really weren't worried about like other streaming platforms. People were just going like straight to SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying? Like my shit be streaming more on like different shit now, but I'm saying at that time, like it was just like a community. The memories I kind of get back from it were like my first shows. Shows with only like 20 people. You know, everybody was just working together at that time. We're all in this community, we're all gonna make songs with each other. It was just like a good time, you know what I'm saying? Some people look back and they're like, yo, that was the fucking worst time in hip hop. Like, nah, I think it was one of the best times, bro. I think it was funny. The misconceptions are, it's like, oh, these people are not talented. These people are like doing this, but you gotta think about it like for a song to blow up on a platform that's not the biggest platform, you gotta be talented. And you gotta just be able to like target a younger crowd, an older crowd, a middle crowd, any crowd. It's simplified things a little bit. People didn't need to master the tracks anymore for it to be a hit. People didn't need to overproduce their songs for it to be a hit. You can make a song on your phone, just upload it to SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? So kids, people who don't have access to like a studio and stuff could just make a song and like upload it and change their life. Yeah. Deadstar 2, you know, like it's a sequel to Deadstar 1, which was my first project I dropped, like, you know, while being signed that really like struck the world and got me like to where I am today. So basically it's a sequel, but it just sounds way better sonically, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing is executive produced by Mike Dean. Shout out my boy Apex who helped me with the whole project too. It's gonna be crazy. I got, you know, the features I wanted are on there. Yeah, man, I worked on this project for like over a year. I literally had like 3 or 4 different versions of Deadstar 2. Not because I didn't like the other ones, but like a lot of shit got leaked. Fuck all you leakers, bro. Now I'm kind of happy that happened. Fuck all you leakers. Now I'm kind of happy that happened, you know what I'm saying? Because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have like Mike Dean executive producing the whole thing. I wouldn't have like some of the features that I have on it now. So yeah, man, Deadstar 2 is about to be insane. I think it's my greatest body of work, and I'm proud of it. So honestly, like I feel like Deadstar 1 is like a whole person. This shit had a whole aura and vibe to it. And then with Deadstar 2, I basically just like, you know, recreated that vibe and that aura of like Deadstar 1, but just like sonically a lot better, you know what I'm saying? On Deadstar 2, I have Audi 2, you know what I'm saying? Ronny J produced the first one, so he produced the second one. The song is insane, bro. Like, it's the same high energy thing I had going on, but times 100. Ronny's my boy. I'm gonna be working on Ronny for forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna stop working on Ronny. That's like definitely one of my favorite producers I work with. We're definitely gonna have a album together, produced completely by Ronny. Without Ronny J, I mean, I wouldn't say there wouldn't be no SoundCloud era, but he helped like cultivate like the sound, you know what I'm saying? Like when it got to a certain point, there was a certain sound on SoundCloud. And it was like, if you didn't have a Ronny J beat or a Ronny J type beat, like it just wasn't gonna go. That's what was going, that's what was working, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ronny helped create the sound. Like Ronny was one of the first people that was like, you know what, fuck this shit, like distort the bass. Turn this shit all the way up. Like, I'm not mixing this shit. This is how this shit's gonna go. Yeah, shout out Ronny J. You know, I've always fucked with Mike Dean. I think he's a legend. He really fucks with my music, and he liked the direction I was going in for Deadstar 2, and he had already heard Deadstar 1. Really, it was just, we just clicked. He added sounds, he added like transitions, a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? The same thing he did on Astroworld that he executive produced, you know what I'm saying? He made the album sound like a movie. It's a whole body of work. Like I said, it's not just tracks. You gotta listen from beginning to end. I feel like people thought I wasn't gonna come back with nothing because they were waiting on Deadstar 2 for so long that they're like, man, this shit's not gonna happen. Like, he's not gonna drop this shit. You know what I'm saying? But really, I was just working on it the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I thought this shit wasn't coming, nigga. This shit is coming, like. I think one of the things that made me stick around was like basically just being able to adapt, being able to connect with your fans, being real, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely one of the big things. But I'm not gonna lie, like that used to be one of my fears. Like when like I had my first song that popped off, like Ski Mask, I was like, damn, I'm so scared I can't do this shit again, you know what I'm saying? And then I came out with Audi, and then it was again, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this shit again, you know what I'm saying? And then 1, 2, 3, and then like, damn, I know I'm gonna be able to do this shit again. And then Nephew, and then Do Not Disturb, and then it just keeps going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared at the beginning, but then after a while, I'm like, man, I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like after I kept hitting him with it, it was undoubtable. I make my music for my fans. You know what I'm saying? And for people like me. So I'm here, chopping my nuts. If you think otherwise, fuck you, Lil Perp. The GOAT, bitch. Shit.